Good morning, everybody. I'm Rich from News Radio WRVA on September 11th, the day that always brings out raw emotions in America, and today even more so as we get ready for Richmond's morning news. It's the 24th anniversary of 9/11, and we all remember where we were that day and what we experienced now. Less than 24 hours ago, we lose Charlie Kirk, a political assassination in Utah. I'm going to say this on the air, so I'll share it with you. A very dear friend of mine told me that we all mourn in our own different ways. When my father passed, he says, it's okay. Some people get angry, some people get sad, some people go in their room and close the door and they won't come out for days. I get so much energy, and I'm afraid to stop and sit down. So I get fanatical about wanting to do something, and I just can't keep still. I have so much nervous energy, I can't let go. So last night we stayed here till way too late, got a couple hours sleep, took a shower, came right back to get ready for today's program. But however you mourn, however you think about 9/11 and then the assassination of Charlie Kirk, share with us today on the James River Air text line, if you will, at 833-804-1140, 833-804-1140, and we'll be checking those all morning long. We have an all-star lineup of people to talk about not only 9/11, but to also reflect on the life and times of Charlie Kirk and what he meant to so many different people. Jeff Katz, my partner from the afternoon show, will be joining us. Former Congressman and talk show host J.D. Hayworth, who you've heard here on News Radio WRVA over the years, will join us. Victoria Cobb will join us from Family Foundation. Charlie was actually coming to Richmond, Virginia to speak for their group, and she'll join us on the program. We'll have, of course, our Congressman Rob Whitman will join us from Virginia 1. We'll get his thoughts. Governor Jim Gilmore joins us every Thursday, and we'll talk to him about how we've gotten to this point. And Hayden Paget will join us from the Young Republicans Foundation. So all of that's on the agenda for today's show. But I also, for those of you that are older like me, those of you that are boomers or Gen X like me, you might not understand what Charlie Kirk meant to so many young people, so many millennials, so many Gen Z that are on college campuses today. So there's a clip that I watch quite a bit of Charlie talking about when people stop talking, that's when violence starts, and that's when things get bad. And it's going to be a haunting clip that we'll have on the program today. And then I'm going to have my son come on the show, who is in college right now. He's a senior finishing school. I'll tell you this, I've spent more time on college campuses than most Gen Xers over the last few years working in sports. It's on campus at a university 3 days a week. Saw the kids, and I observed things. That's just kind of my training and my background. I observe things. So in sports, I'll observe things and I'll look for little clues. I'll look for, why is this pitcher getting hammered right now? Why is this hitter just hit a home run? What happened? I'll look at football, and it's like watching game tape. What happened? Who missed a block? Who lost an individual assignment? Who made a spectacular play? So I kind of look at the big picture and just look for little keys to come up with reasons why. It's just how my brain works. And all these years of being on these college campuses, doing college sports, I saw a lot, and I observed a lot of how college campuses are. And then having my son experience this as well. The reason why Charlie Kirk was so beloved, and you have fraternities from one side of the country to the other that right now are having vigils for Charlie, and they're hanging signs out the front of the windows. Sororities and kids across campuses are mourning him because he told them it was okay to speak up. He told them, you're not alone, and you're going to hear that from my boy on the program today as well. And I'll tell you this, one of the reasons I'm sitting here today in Richmond, Virginia on this legendary station is because of Charlie Kirk. He gave a lot of people the courage to not be shouted down, to not let the heckler's veto keep us quiet. And there's so many times in sports I was told, hey, stay away from politics. You can't talk about that. and I heard others talk about it, but they said, you're conservative. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. And I said, okay, well, if I don't like the folks at ESPN talking about politics, then I guess I don't have the right to do that as well and use this platform in sports to have my own political beliefs to be heard by everyone else. So I said, fine. You know what? I'm going to change venues. I'm going to go jump into News Talk. And that's one of the reasons why I did that. And I think, I'll be honest with you, Charlie Kirk was an inspiration. I actually talked to them about maybe doing a podcast or something. It didn't go anywhere, but I've seen him. I watched him. I was at one of his rallies, and I was inspired by him. And when you hear me say, we have to talk to the other side, a lot of that is inspired by Charlie. So I hope you join us today for Richmond's Morning News. We'll try to do right on this confusing day here on News Radio WRVA.